So I moved around. I was born in Germany, but I was only here for about 3 years. And then I moved to Virginia Beach, then Kansas. That's where my brother was born. And then we moved down to North Carolina, and that's where we thought we were going to stay, and then he was going to retire, but it didn't work out. So then we ended up moving down to Quantico, Virginia, and we were there for 4 years, and then we came here, and then now we're about to go to Oklahoma.
I moved in when I was in 8th grade. I was doing well when I was in Texas during my 5th, 6th, 7th year there. And transitioning there to here was kind of harsh on me because I didn't exactly feel comfortable anymore. I was just starting to get out of my comfort zone. I was getting to know people. I was getting friends again, and I wasn't so enclosed in books because books were my comfort zone. And now that I'm in 10th grade though, it's getting a little better. I'm starting to realize I can make friends again.
My stepdad has been in the military for a little while now, for a long time now, but he lived in a lot of different places, and we followed him to a lot of different places. And it's at some point it's fun to see the different cultures and other like countries and that kind of stuff. But sometimes it's just like sad seeing him go and like those plane rides, you know?
Coming from a military background, I go to new places, so I have to adapt to my situations and all my surroundings and all the new people. But when I move to a new place, I'm usually on the base on school. So I'm surrounded by all military kids. So we all have the same upbringing. We all move to different places and we share those experiences with each other.
With Marine Corps Air Station Yuma, we work collaboratively with Miss Candace Brown, who is the school liaison officer. We work collaboratively with her to ensure that our students have a natural transition from wherever they're coming from to come to Yuma Union. Specifically, I will work with her to get parents here to get a tour and those type of things.
So usually the first step for a military-connected student transitioning into a new area, into a new school system, is the family reaching out in some way. Usually they'll reach out directly to me and we start having conversations about what are the schooling options for high schoolers, you know, some important things like what kind of activities are available, CTE, extracurriculars, concurrent and dual enrollment, stuff like that. You know, we talk a lot about that and help the family understand what's available. And then I coach that family on how to advocate for their child and how to just make that transition into the new school as smooth as possible.
It's hard to get fit into an area that is, because you have to build that bond with people, and it's kind of hard to do that because once you finally build that bond after a year or two, then you have to give it away. And throughout the years, I've only had, I think, one friend that's still in Quantico, Virginia, that I've actually hung out with and still call to this day. Like, it's just, I feel like that all the friends I've made, I lose and then I go to different places.
I have a lot of friends in JOTC, and it's nice because you have something to like bond over with them, having like parents that are in the military and that kind of stuff.
There was this one girl, they called me a brat because I was able to go to places like Disneyland, Disney World, Disney Alani, and I'm constantly moving. But I want to say, like, it's harsh because we don't get to make roots. We're always constantly uprooting ourselves, and it's basically like a plant dying. Every time you move it, it's not able to nourish and grow in its proper place.
I've been wanting to follow my dad's footsteps and be in the Marine Corps, become an officer and stuff, just like how he did. And I know it's a tough job to be in the Marine Corps for that long, so I don't know how long I would want to be in it, but I want to join the Marine Corps band. And what made me want to do it was, first off, just wanting to follow my dad's footsteps. And then when I joined YUHSD and joining marching band here, it made me want to join the Marine Corps band even more. So that's what influenced it.
It wasn't always in my mind, like there was ideas, oh, I want to be a professional athlete. But then me and my dad sat down and really talked about it. And my dad told me, look how much the military has done for us. Look how many opportunities it has provided you. And we got to explore the world together. Not every family gets to do that. And I was like, I'm truly blessed and grateful for the opportunities the military has provided for me. And if it's in God's plan, I'll continue to do it for more than 4 years. And maybe I'll get to show my family around the world. So that would be awesome.
It was important for me to carry on the transition with the Purple Up for the students, for our students here at Kofa High School, because my husband is active duty military, and just to ensure that the children, all the children throughout the entire state and city here of Yuma are honored today, specifically on April 19th, as it was designated the April Military Children Month.
I like it because I get cupcakes and I get to get out of class and stuff. It's a good show. I get to see everybody else that like has gone through what I've gone through, like having to move constantly and stuff. Even if I haven't been deployed away from my dad, or my dad hasn't had to go away. We got lucky with that and we didn't have to deal with that. But it's nice to be able to meet people that have to deal with the same struggle.
I would just love to share that our educators and administrators and guidance counselors and various staff at the high school district are always incredibly supportive and easy to work with. Whenever we have a family that maybe has a unique situation and they just need a little bit more hands-on support to make that student's transition smoother, especially a student that's a senior, right? They're going to be a senior, they're moving to Yuma before their senior year. Those can be kind of tricky when we are thinking about trying to make graduation requirements align. So the high school district is super easy to work with, and they always help us find a solution for those students. And yeah, it's that kind of assistance that is so incredibly important. It's a little thing that has a major impact, because you know, these students they're moving every 2 to 3 years, and they will change schools or attend between 6 to 9 different schools at a minimum over the course of their K-12 career while they're service members on active duty. And so when we have partners in the community that understand that time is of the essence, we can't wait to help these kids, we can't delay, we can't, you know, when we understand the urgency behind helping them, it really tells our families that they're valued. It tells these students that they're welcome in their school community. And that's huge, especially for a student in high school who probably made really good friends before they left. And that's a really hard, it's a really hard social transition for them, not to mention the academics. Trying to stay where they were at, you know, competitive-wise, or just trying to catch up wherever they were at. You know, that little bit of attention and care to those unique education needs for military-connected students is critical, and I can't say enough just how important that partnership is with the high school district.